Martinus University, which is in 20 acres of the land. Now, first question is, where is Curacao? Many people, they don't know where is the Curacao. Curacao is a Dutch island, which is near Venezuela and which is just 2 hours away from the Miami in USA. So here, even though it is Caribbean island, this is out of hurricane belt, and a lot of medical schools are there, but this is the only medical schools having their own hospital in USA. Not only one hospital, they are having 3 hospitals in USA, United States of America. So let's see, where is the Curacao and how is Curacao? First of all, we need to check it. We need to learn about the Curacao, and then only it is possible for us to promote university, because many students, they are not aware, or parents are not aware where is the location of the university. So let's see the video.
Curacao. Curacao is a highly developed and safe country with a supportive and pro-education government outside from the hurricane belt and only 2 hours flight from Miami. This is Curacao International Airport, your entry point. In one location to complete all their core and elective rotations. An extended period of time gives more exposure, confidence, and an overall better clinical experience. Curacao has beautiful beaches, spectacular diving, stunning architecture and entertainment and music. The multicultural city also offers a variety of food choices and large supermarkets.
So this was a short tour of the Curacao. It looks like Netherlands by the Dutch people. So it's multicolor buildings and very clean city. You can see the picture. This is the Willemstad, which is capital of Curacao. This is the township of the Curacao. If you see from the flight how it looks. Yes, why international? So there is no any criteria like say stuff like see in India, we know about 16 lakhs of the student, they are appearing for NEET examination, but there are about 64 to 70,000 seats available. And most of the student, like more than 15 lakhs of the student, they are not getting admission in Indian medical school. That is one thing. Then second is scholarship. Yes, scholarships are available for the Indian student, and the fee structure itself is subsidized fee structure. 40% subsidy is given to the Indian student because the fees for the same course for the student, those are coming for the other countries like Canada and USA, is $80,000, but for Indian student it is 15,600 only. So tuition fee is affordable. MCAT is not required. If student is looking forward to take admission in the USA, so he has to take MCAT. First of all, he has to complete his pre-medical science, then MCAT, and based on his MCAT score, he can get admission for the MD course in USA. And the cost of that program goes to about 2 crore rupees. So this is affordable because the student is getting American education in affordable cost. Also, the duration is shorter timeline because student can complete this program, MD program, which is equivalent to the MBBS in India in only 4.5 years. Whereas if student is going to the USA, he has to spend about 8 years to complete the program because pre-medical for 4 years, then MCAT, then 2 years basic sciences, and then 2 years clinical rotation. So the timeline is shorter. in less time, student can get American education and he can become physician in USA. There is a physician shortage in US, so there is no problem of getting job if students successfully complete the program and successfully clear USMLE step 1, step 2, and step 3. Increase in the residency spot every year. So whatever residency spots are available, so every year it is increasing. Now it is 35,000 spots are available in USA. So here you can say the approved and accepted by most of the countries in the world, this program. US medical school curriculum we follow, 4.5 years program. Every year is divided into 2 semesters. Early start of USMLE preparation. Whenever student go there, so from the next semester, there is MBOS and also MBOS prepares student for the USMLE step 1 examination. So basically in basic sciences, while completing basic sciences, school also provide USMLE preparation, and for that school is not charging anything extra to the students. Indian food and hostel facility is available in the campus. Both veg, non-veg food is available, and hostel facility is available for girls and boys as well. So the separate hostels are available for the boys and girls. We are going to conduct the scholarship test. So let's see how many scholarship they are offering. So merit scholarship is available, that is $13,000 based on the scholarship test. And this year we are going to conduct scholarship test on 30th of July 2021. So very next month, end of the month, we are going to conduct the test, which will be online test. In the test, the syllabus is NEET syllabus only. 30 marks based on biology section, 15 marks based on physics, and 15 marks on chemistry. So total mark system is 60, and out of 60, students need to score 90% plus to get this scholarship of 13,000, that is approximately 10 lakh rupees in Indian currency. Then there is another scholarship that if student score GPA maintain 3.75 plus during his basic sciences, then $1,000 student can get. Then Sga Member Award. So there is a student governor body association. So in student governor association, if student is a member, active member, and if student score 3 plus GPA, then 500 scholarship he is getting for that $500. Academic excellence scholarship is also available if student scored 235 out of 280 in USMLE step 1. Then student is eligible to get a scholarship of $6,000. And exceptional academic excellence scholarship is also there if students score 250 out of 280 in USMLE step 1, then school offer $8,000 to the student. So altogether, if you check, one student can get about $23,000 scholarship. So it depends on the performance of the student. Then the facts, like started in 2001, 100% graduate doctors are practicing in USA, UK, Holland, Canada, Germany, and India. First time pass rate, success rate in USMLE is 94%. Highest attained means like the score in the USMLE is 273 out of 280. The student from St. Martinus scored 273 marks out of 280 in USMLE step 1. And the average score of the student is 229 out of 280. So this is the only Caribbean school having own hospital in USA. They are having 3 hospitals in USA. None of the other school is having, Caribbean school is having their own hospital in USA. They are having only tie-up provision with the USA hospitals for the clinical rotations of the student. Again, as per the US standard, 8 students are allowed for the dissection on one cadaver. So cadavers are available, they are not using plastic bodies. Cadavers are available. So on one cadaver, only 8 students are allowed to practice. So for a few of the things while studying in Caribbean like Curacao, they are having type provision with one of big hospital in Curacao, and all staff is well qualified. They are MDs. So this is spread in 20 acres of the land. All the laboratories like histology laboratory, library, administrative office, kitchen, cafeteria, and student law available. Wi-Fi is available 24/7. On-campus housing is available. As I told you, single, double, or multiple sharing housing is available. 24-hour security and emergency services available on campus. Food of choice is vegetarian, non-vegetarian, both type kind of the food is available. Recreation center is available. Student portal we provide, and where a student can get all the updates, study material, their schedules, grades, and communication from school. So everything they can check on the portal. Even parents, they are willing to check the grades of the student. They can just log in the portal and they can check it. So this is the building of the university. Now see the university and few of the students' testimonial.
My name is Francesca Restria. I'm a student at St. Martinus University here in Curacao. I chose to take on an endeavor to come to school here because it is the first university to offer a dual program in Eastern and Western medicine. Our goal is to become the first generation of Ayurvedic and allopathic physicians that are going to be practicing hopefully in the next few years. It's a beautiful campus with a great environment. It's very easy to study here because it's absolutely beautiful on the island. So we hope to see you. Hi, I'm Layla Sadat Sharifi. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm a first semester medical student here. And I came specifically for the first East Meets West dual degree program, which is here at St. Martinus, the first of its kind in the world. When I'm not studying, there's some really amazing Suriname food, Dutch food. You're always minutes from the beach. There's a lot to.
Hi, I'm Harika. I'm basically from India and I'm a first semester student at the St. Martinus University. During the senior year of my high school, I set my mind on pursuing the dream of becoming a physician. I wanted to study abroad. The reason I chose St. Martinus University is because I really like the academic curriculum which they provide. That is 4 semesters of basic sciences and 2 years of clinical rotations in the United States.
So there are students from different countries. You can see the flags of the different countries. Near about from 20 different countries, students are coming to the St. Martinus University, which includes Canada and USA and local Caribbean students as well. And most of the Indian students are there. About 60% Indian students are studying at St. Martinus University. This is the Histology Laboratory. This is the classroom, physiology class. So everywhere you can see the PPT like presentation, and each and every student is having laptop. So they are using audio visual technique for the student teaching. This is the Hippocratical oath ceremony and white coat ceremony. So whenever student go there, so before taking the oath, there is a white coat ceremony. And for this white coat ceremony, one of the minister, like health minister from Curacao, they come and they give coats to the students. So now the most important part is how is the program. So your journey start here whenever student pass their 12th standard. with physics, chemistry, biology. Minimum requirement as NMC, National Medical Commission, it is 50% in physics, chemistry, biology, but we recommend the student those are with 70% plus marks, so we can recruit them, they can get easy admission. So we start with the MD here. First 2.5 years, student need to complete their basic sciences in Curacao. So the building which we have seen, their student will go and they will stay there for 2.5 years. And in 2.5 years, they will complete basic sciences plus USMLE preparation. And in these 2.5 years, student will clear USMLE step 1. Once they clear USMLE step 1, then they can go for the clinical rotation in university's own hospital, which is located in USA. So Quantic General Hospital, which is located in Michigan, and other one is Cottage Galsburg Cottage Hospital, which is in Illinois. So there 72 to 74 weeks student need to complete the clinical rotation, including all core 6 rotation. After completion of this clinical rotation, student need to clear their USMLE step 2 examination. After clearing this step 2 examination, that is 2.5 years plus we can consider 2 years. So in 4.5 years, student will complete their step 2 exam, and whenever they pass step 2 examination, they are getting degree MD, Doctor of Medicine, which is equivalent to the MBBS degree in India. So at this stage, if student is willing to come back to India, they can come and they can write MCI screening test and they can practice in India. If student is willing to complete their PG program, that is called residency. So specialization student need to select and they need to apply for the residency. Residency minimum duration is 3 years, and while studying residency, student don't need to pay anything to the teaching hospital. Student will get a stipend $50,000 per year. Minimum stipend students are getting $50,000 per year after 4.5 years. In 4.5 years, student need to clear step 1 and step 2 examination. And after 4.5 years, student will go for the residency, and during residency, student can make $50,000 per year. So here, different kind of residency, like say specialization, maybe internal medicine, general medicine, family medicine, general surgery, OB-GYN. So different kind of specialization, even cardiac, if they are willing to go, maybe pediatric, or maybe they are willing to go for the neurosurgery. So whenever it depends, like say duration is depends on the specialization they are selecting. For few of the specialization, they need to spend 5 years because this is the super specialization. For few of the specialization, they need to spend 7 years. So, but for general surgery, for general medicine, for internal medicine, the duration is 3 years only. So after completion of this residency program for 3 years, student will write a USMLE step 3 examination. So once they clear USMLE step 3 examination, they can get physician license and they can practice in USA. They can practice in USA. Also, if student is willing to practice in UK, Canada, Holland, they can practice there as well. They don't need to write any examination.
Our 4-year of medical science program include 2 year of basic science course at Curacao, and our students go for compulsory 2-year clinical rotations. Most of our students stay at the campus where they have a nice and relaxing environment to study together. Students also have an option to stay close to the campus where they have a safe environment and with no problems with transportation.
Hi there, my name is Dr. Harold Schiff. I am the Dean here at St. Martinus University. What I've really noticed with the students that makes it really, really gratifying as a professor is to see how motivated the students are, how they really want to try, how they want to really excel. When they maybe don't do so well on an exam, they immediately will come and look for help, get attention, get direction. And it's really nice to see. The other really nice part is here, the students amongst themselves, how cohesive they are and how close they are to each other and how supportive. When they study, they all study together, and it really creates a wonderful environment. We have a variety of professors, and they are all well-trained and well-experienced. And what's really nice to see is some of them are from with all sorts of cultures when they leave. They practice, and they get a good experience of a wide experience of dealing with various people, various cultures. The professors themselves spend an awful amount of time on preparation. They really produce excellent lectures. They are professional in their production. It's really lovely to see. I'll occasionally walk in on lectures and listen to the professors, and I'm constantly impressed on how well and how dedicated they are to their students. They really try and get their students to understand, really succeed with their exams. It's an important issue. Students really need to not only understand the literature, they really need to integrate the knowledge. This close interaction with the faculty really helps them.
So all the facilities are available like gym, recreation center. So library, everything is available in campus. Even student, if they don't go outside, they will get everything in campus. There is a shuttle bus like every Friday, that is free service from the university. We take a student to the Mangusa, that is a shopping center where student can buy whatever grocery they require, or maybe detergent or milk or maybe breads and all. So student can buy, and again the shuttle bus will drop them back to the university. Every Friday this service is available, and otherwise student can go outside if they are willing to. Saturday and Sunday there are no lectures, so students are getting free time that time, and yes, they can prepare. They may have a lot of assignments, and they can complete even if they are having any doubt. Most of the faculties, they are staying in campus, so they can take a prior appointment and they can ask doubts to the faculties, and faculties are very much cooperative. Now, how to start the procedure? So application, first of all, we need to fill up the application of the student. Even though the student is not having nowadays, what happened because of pandemic, remotely students are studying. Most of the students are in India, and they cannot fly right now because of the pandemic and restrictions. International borders are still not open for Indian because it is a red zone. It has been open to a few of the countries, maybe UK, USA, we can consider Canada. But again, this Curacao, there are certain restrictions, so students are not traveling. So very soon we will make a provision for the student to go there in the campus. But yes, remotely also we have very good system, and students are studying, they are writing the examination, they are getting the result on time. So how to start the procedure? First of all, we need to fill the application form, which is available online, or we can send you the application form. There is application fee. It is $125. You need to pay at the time of application. Then one of the faculty member or maybe dean of the university will conduct interview of the student. He will speak with the student, and if they find student is keen to study MBBS in that university, MD program in the university, then they will issue acceptance letter. This will be conditional acceptance letter if student has not submitted all the documents. Once student receive unconditional offer letter, then student has to pay first installment of the tuition fee, and then we need to apostle the document. But as of now, again, this is on hold. Whenever student will be able to travel there, that time we need to apostle the documents. Postal documents are required for the landing permit and for the visa purpose. Then this landing permit is issued by the Curacao government. So university will apply for the landing permit, and within 4 to 6 weeks, they issue landing permit to the student. After receiving the landing permit, student need to pay the second installment of the tuition fee, which is $6,800. And if student is willing to stay in the campus, then student has to pay living cost for 1 year. That is about $4,650 per year for sharing accommodation. Then insurance fee, immigration fee, then lab coats and scrubs. University is providing with the university logo. For that, student need to pay. And after that, we can apply for the Netherlands visa. Netherlands embassy student need to go, they need to submit the documents and they will conduct interview, will prepare student for the interview. Within 10 days, student will get Netherlands visa. And once student get Netherlands visa, they can travel to Curacao, but before traveling, they need to book the flight ticket and they need to send to us. Once we receive the flight ticket, then we can make a provision of student pickup drop. Also, we can arrange accommodation for the student. So this is what, and yes, one of the faculty member or maybe we have pickup drop service will come and pick up the student from the airport and they will drop to the accommodation at university. Then student need to report in university, get enrolled in the university, need to get their ID card, and also student need to apply for the residency permit that is called scheduler. So university will help student in getting scheduler. Now, how here it is start, 12 standard minimum required marks, 50% in physics, chemistry, biology. Then NEET 134 is required if student is not willing to come back to India, willing to practice in US only, then student need to score 134 in NEET. Student can get admission. If student is not willing to come back to India and willing to practice in US only, then disclaimer is required. So that disclaimer form will send to you. Student need to sign this form and parents need to sign this form and send to the university. Then pre-medical science in 6 months in Curacao we can complete. Then 2 years basic medical sciences we can complete, so 2.5 years. Then student need to write national board medical examination and student need to score 70% marks in this. Although to pass from the first semester, student required 70% marks in each and every subject. If student scores 69% or 69 marks, then he is not getting promotion to the next semester. He has to repeat the subject. So this is the policy of the university. Student need to score 70% marks in every examination, then only they can progress to the next semester or next class, what we can say. So NBME again 70%. So student from first semester, they are becoming habitual to score 70%. So it is not difficult for the student to score 70% in NBME. After that, students are allowed to write USMLE step 1 and then student go for the USMLE step 1. Once they crack USMLE step 1, they can go to the USA for clinical rotation and US getting visa. US visa is not tough. From Curacao only we apply and students are getting 100% student are getting US visa. After that, they are going to the USA and they complete their rotations for 72 weeks. And while completing their rotation, they prepare for USMLE step 2. And after that, they need to apply for the ECFMG certificate education commission for foreign medical graduate. And then they can apply for the residency matching program. And most of our students, they are doing residency in US hospitals, different hospital. So residency is a master's program, master's degree, what we can say. The duration of the residency is minimum 3 years. And after that, student will write USMLE step 3. So the documents, what documents are required? So these are the document: passport, 10, 12, statement of marks, signed fee structure, MCI disclaimer, and NEET scorecard. Or NEET scorecard. If NEET has not given, then two student can enroll in this university. Application form, application fee, letter of recommendations required, 2 SOP is required, and 2 photographs are required at the time of application. And for landing permit, we need again the passport, then all scan pages, latest issue birth certificate. This is something unique Curacao government required. Even though the certificate is there, it should be in English. And secondly, it should be issued latest within 2 months of application of the landing permit. So student, if even though they are having a birth certificate, ask them to reapply for the birth certificate and get it issued again with the latest date. Then police clearance certificate is required, medical fitness certificate from any MBBS certified doctor in India. First installment of the tuition fee directly paid to the university. Photographs, 15 numbers required. Sponsorship letter if the fund is in parents' account, or if the parents' ITR we are providing, then sponsorship letter is required, and parents' NOC is required, no objection certificate, which should be on 100 rupees stamp paper, and ID card of the parents is required, maybe PAN card or Aadhaar card. Bank statement and bank letter, which like say they need to convert amount in dollars. So minimum $8,000 we need to show in the bank account to get visa. So then after that, Netherlands visa, whenever we apply for the Netherlands visa, so these documents are required. Again, original passport, 10th, 12th mark sheet, sign fee structure, and fee receipt. So we'll get receipt from the university whenever student make payment to the university. Bank statement of $8,000, sponsorship letter, insurance of $50,000 minimum. So whenever you are applying for any of the European visa, the insurance of 30,000 euro is required, which is almost equivalent to $50,000. Then dummy flight ticket, letter from St. Martinus University, photographs too for European visa, and visa fee at the time and appointment letter. All right, visa appointment letter. So we can book a visa appointment date for the student, and they can go, and we will prepare student for the interview as well. So success rate for Netherlands visa is also 100%. Now visa types. So this question student and parents may ask you, so what kind of visa they are getting? From India, they are getting landing permit issued by the government of Curacao. And from India also, they need to apply for the Netherlands visa, which is issued by the Netherlands embassy in our country. Second, whenever student go to Curacao and they complete, they go there. So residency permit, that is called Schedula, which is issued by the Curacao government. If they are having residency permit, then for further traveling, they don't need a visa from the Netherlands embassy. So this is the residency permit that is called Schedula. They need to renew every year. Then B1 visa. Once student complete their USMLE step 1, then university will apply for the B1 visa, which is issued by the US embassy, and the validity of this visa is for 10 years. And from USA, when student complete their step USMLE step 2, and they are going for the residency, then they will get J1 visa, which they will apply in the US only. And whenever they complete their residency and joining any of the hospital as a physician, then they will get H1B visa to practice in USA as a physician. So this is the visa, like say from India, student get this kind of visa, which is issued by the Netherlands embassy. And this is the visa which student get after completion of their USMLE step 1, and which they are getting from the Curacao. Here you can see the Curacao. And here it is written medical clerkship at Quantic General Hospital, Quantic, Michigan. So for specific reason, medical clerkship means clinical rotation, this visa has been issued to the student. So These are the few pictures of the students. Those are celebrating the programs in the university. These are the photographs of the health fair. So university conduct health fair so that student gets hands-on experience, how to speak, how to treat to the patient. Let's see one more video.
I am SMU.
Non-SMU. मैं हूँ SMU. Isa, SMU.
Stipend SMU. Yo soy SMU.
मैं SMU हाँ.
मैं SMU हूँ.
Me, I SMU.
నేను SMU.
We are SMU.
I'm Dr. Ravi Vinta. I'm Dean of Academics in the Basic Sciences campus in Curacao, St. Martinus University, Faculty of Medicine. This university was established during 2001, and it is an operation since then. The Curacao Basic Sciences will be in the Curacao and clinical rotations in United States. This curriculum is actually designed for USMLE preparation. The basic sciences will be taught here. It is an extensive program, and in this there are 4 semesters of 20 weeks each. This will prepare the student for competitive USMLE step 1, and also this foundation in the basic sciences will be useful for them to pursue their career in future clinical rotations and also further. We have our student government association, which is headed by the student, the president of SGA, and they have members. They organize a number of health camps for students to expose to the community and also to serve to the community.
In the beaches, my favorite beaches are Untitled Member. I love Untitled because the ice creams there are really good. It's pretty safe here. I mean, if you even go out of the campus at 10, 11, it's safe.
I've been teaching ICM there's a lot to do on the island. So that might be a challenge for the students, but being very responsible adults or young adults, they know they have to focus on their studies and to be responsible to become great doctors in the future.
I made the decision to come here because this is an opportunity where you're in a small classroom sizes where you get one-on-one interaction with professors, and that way you get all resources and you can really focus on medicine itself, and otherwise when you're at home you might not get that as well.
Hi, I'm Serena. I'm an MD4 student doing my last semester of basic sciences here at St. Martinus. And on our university, every day is an opportunity to learn better and to understand better, which is made possible by the professors and the experienced doctors that we have that come in from various parts of the world. And they help us through interactive class sessions and discussions, test quizzes, and the extensive study materials that they prepare by themselves that helps the student to grasp every bit of the subject. And just in case you miss out on a lecture someday, you can always go and ask them because they're ready to help you with questions or doubts that you might have regarding the subject. And most of the professors stay on campus right here, so they are easily approachable and accessible anytime. We have online study portals that allow you to log into these study portals wherein the professors upload their lectures every day. If you're looking forward to make your medicine dream come true, then this is the right place for you.
So these are a few of the moments like students celebrate Diwali, Holi, and on tea table, yes, you can sit with the professor. He is Dr. Barata. He is from US, and you can discuss your problems and you can solve your queries on tea table as well. So out of classroom also, professors are accessible to you. So this is Quantic General Hospital, which is in Michigan, where students can complete their clinical rotations. So core rotations are internal medicine, surgery, family medicine, pediatric, OB-GYN, and psychiatric. So these are the core rotation, and apart from this rotation, student can take 2 optional rotations and they can complete their clinical rotation in USA. So as of now, there are 34,266 residency spots are available. In India, 13,000 seats for PG are available, but yes, in USA, it is 34,266 spots are available. Out of that, 18,000 goes to the students, those complete their MBBS or MD program from USA, and rest goes to the FMG, like foreign medical graduates. So for this student, 94 seats are available for the foreign medical graduate students. So every year you can see the spots are increasing. Like in 2000, it was 20,000, 21,000 only. And now in 2018, it was 30,000, and now it is 35,000 approximately. So this is the success rate of the foreign medical graduate, international medical graduates. These are the residents, those completed their MD program from St. Martinus University, and now they are doing their residency at Quantic General Hospital in USA. So now see how is the Quantic General Hospital. This is Galsburg Cottage Hospital, another hospital of the St. Martinus University.
Hi, this is Eileen Innes from Galesburg Cottage Hospital, welcoming you very first of 2018. So join us.
When the first COVID-19 vaccines in Galesburg arrived here at Cottage Hospital, there was definitely a moment of acknowledgement among staff here of history being made. But that moment of reflection didn't last long. They quickly got to work. Arriving with an escort from the Knox County Sheriff's Office, it's a moment that so many of us have been waiting for so long.
Now that it's, on its way, it's kind of surreal.
The COVID-19 vaccine is here in Galesburg.
We've just kind of been counting down, waiting for that message that we get that it's on its way.
The infection control nurse here says that her team has been preparing for the hospital's first 150 dose allotment from the state.
First, we'll take possession of the vaccine and inventory it in. We have a refrigerator set up.
It comes inside this ultra cold shipping box, keeping the cold chain critical to the vaccine's effectiveness.
So this is a little bit trickier, although it is good refrigerated for 5 days, so that helps us.
The pharmacy director quickly gets to work taking inventory and reconstituting the vials she will use today.
For lack of a better way to put it, we're getting like a concentrate. It's actually in a liquid form already.
And then
a strategic flow of people coming through, getting their vaccine.
Doctors, nurses, and other staff get their shots.
I know we're only getting 150 doses here today, but we have to start somewhere, so it's exciting.
After receiving their vaccine, they space out the auditorium for observation.
It's a very exciting day. Historically, it's an exciting day. Our staff has been on the front line dealing with this since March.
It's one of the ways that healthcare workers look out for each other. Once one staff member gets the shot here, they're escorted into this auditorium for a brief observation. But for every measure of cautiousness, there is equal measure of excitement and of relief that this could be the beginning of the end. of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Galesburg, Luke Clary, WQAD News 8.
So now the most important part is the fees. We have the program Curacao plus USA. So 50% part covered in the Curacao and 50% in USA. So this is like first payment of the tuition fee is $9,550. And one student get landing permit, student need to pay the second installment, that is $6,850. So this is the total fee for the first year tuition fee. And second year fee is 13,000 only. So second year student need to pay 13,000 whenever session begin as per their signed fee structure. So one student signed the fee structure, even though there is hike in the fee structure next year, student don't need to pay anything extra. So whatever fee structure student sign, whatever contract student sign with the university, that fee structure only is applicable to the student. Then third year tuition fee is $13,100 and fourth year tuition fee is also $13,100. So altogether the fees is $55,600. As on today's rate, if we calculate it in the Indian currency, that is 41 lakhs and 25,000. 41 lakhs and 25,000 rupees. So it is equivalent to 55,600 US dollar. Again, the living expenses like boarding, lodging, sharing accommodation, it will cost $4,650 per year. So if we convert that into Indian currency, it comes to 3,45,000 as on today. So sharing is like it's sharing room, 3 or 3+ student in one room, and it also includes 2 meals a day. It's like lunch and dinner, no breakfast included. Electricity, water, and internet, everything is included in this. So now safety, yes, Curacao is safe. You have seen the many pictures or in videos. So it is safe for girls and boys. There is no history of any terrorist attack till date. So this is the beautiful picture. The local currency is guilder, and $1 is equivalent to 1.78 guilders. So it is out of hurricane belt. So there are many hurricanes you might heard about Caribbean, but this country is out of hurricane belt. So there is no any problem to the student. And all over the year, the temperature is about 27 degrees Celsius. This is the Punda downtown. These are the shopping centers. This is the temple, Moscow, all religious places, and very beautiful beach is a center of attraction for the tourists, and tourists from different European countries and maybe from USA and Canada, they are visiting frequently to Curacao. This is the picture of the Quantic General Hospital, and also you can see here I have given you the address of the Quantic General Hospital if any parent or student they are asking, because many people they are having their relative in USA, and if somebody wish to travel to the hospital, visit the hospital, yes, this is the address which I have given. You can note it down so that you can give it to the parents on their demand. And if parents are willing to have a tour of the hospital, we can also arrange that tour. They need to inform us at least 1 week prior. This is the Gasburg Cottage Hospital, which is in Iranians, and this is the address of the Gasburg Cottage Hospital. Yes, these are the facilities available. Hospital tour on demand. We can give to the parents and student. Interaction with current medical student and resident physician. It is possible if they would like to get connected with the student. Those are studying at St. Martinus University, or maybe completing their clinical rotation, or maybe doing residency. Yes, those are available. Just you need to tell us at least 1 week prior so that we can arrange a call for you. opportunity to observe resident physicians, and session on how to prepare your application. That also, if on demand, we can just arrange this kind of session as well. So let's see again what students are talking about the St. Martinus University.
Since I started, it's been one amazing experience day after day. I still remember my first day just walking down the long hallways of the hospital. I had just gotten my picture taken, just pinned my badge to my white coat, and I still remember the feeling of everybody down the hallway just looking up at me and smiling. They were patients pretty much that came to the hospital to get taken care of by this amazing community that we have here. The staff has been very helpful, just willing to help students progress and learn. And I've been able to share the same experience with so many students that came from St. Martinus campus with me.
My name is Harika Chikatapu. I'm a fourth-year medical student. Medicine for me is not just a profession, it's a lifestyle. And we all have our own reasons for choosing this difficult yet most rewarding profession. A profession where one gets paid in terms of gratitude for helping others live a better and healthy life. Coming from a non-medical background, it was very important for me and my parents to make a wise decision in terms of choosing the right medical school. And I decided to join in St. Martinus University because I wanted to pursue my career in the United States. When you're in med school, it's very important for you to be able to give your exams on time and study efficiently. And thanks to all our professors who helped us through and constantly motivated us and encouraged us. The amount of exposure that I've received here during my clinical clerkship and the interaction that I had with the patient is commendable. Our attendings are highly professional and they always encourage us to ask questions and participate in group discussions. With the amount of exposure that I've received here, I'm confident to do much better in the future.
Hello, my name is Jenalee Misco. I'm a third-year medical student here at Quantic General Hospital. I came from St. Martinus, and I can honestly say going to school on a little island to pursue my medical career, I'd be a little nervous. But getting there, meeting the teachers, seeing other students, it was a great experience. It was nice having small class sizes so the teachers really got to know you and help you one-on-one if you needed it. The campus was great with all the different student activities, student groups. They really do a great job of trying to include everyone and making sure you get to know and experience the island. It's a beautiful place that you'll fall in love with when you go to school there.
So many testimonials are there, but we'll skip this. And yes, I will come to the important part, like how to compare this school with other schools, like other Caribbean schools. So it is incomplete till we can, yes, I can speak with you. And if you are having any question, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask me. See here, St. Martinus, then other Caribbean schools, then Russia, China, Philippines, US and UK. So people are coming to, they are willing to go to US and UK. They are willing to go to Russia, China, Philippines, or maybe why not other Caribbean schools. So here we can compare like fees. So first of all, the fees of the school is affordable. It is 55,600 only. In other Caribbean school, as compared to the St. Martinus, fees is high because in St. Martinus also we charge $80,000 to other students from the other country. But special subsidized fee structure is designed for the Indian student. In Russia, yes, fee structure is low. China, low. Philippines, it is average. US, UK, it is very high. It's like about 2 crore rupees student need to pay. Own hospital, St. Martinus is having own 3 hospital. Other Caribbean school is not having any hospital for the rotation. In Russia, no rotations because students need to come back here for their internship in China, no rotations. In Philippines, no rotations. In US and UK, yes, there is a rotation, but student need to pay high. In USA, PG in US, yes. Post-graduation is in US is possible. In St. Martinus, in other Caribbean school also it is possible. In Russia, if students are willing to go for the clinical rotations or PG post-graduation in US, then they need to pay very high amount to the hospitals to complete their clinical rotation, and that is up to $110,000. It's like 1 crore they need to spend. In China also, again, if they are willing to go to US for the PG, yes, high cost, it's like about 1 crore. From Philippines also, if students are willing to go for the PG to USA, they need to spend high cost, it is about 1 crore. And in US and UK, yes, it is available, but initially only you have to pay a lot of amount. Stipend, yes, stipend students are getting. Duration is 4.5 years. In other Caribbean schools also, it is 4.5 years. In Russia, it is 6 to 7 years. Again, in China, it's like 6 years. Again, in Philippines, you can see it's like basic science. That is like BSc, first of all, student need to complete. And then MD, they can complete. So it is about 6 years. And US and UK, in USA, it is 8 years, and UK, it is 6 years. All right, and quality of education, yes, in St. Martinus, you can get the American education system and same quality of the education. So quality education student will get in St. Martinus. Thank you very much for attending this session. And now you can unmute yourself and you can ask me the question if you are having any question. Please unmute yourself and put on your videos so that we can interact with each other, and I will be able to see you and I will be able to answer your questions.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
After giving US MLE 2, our students have not given NIT, correct? Can they come back and practice in NIT?
If the student is willing to come back to India after step 2 and practice in India, they must have the eligibility certificate from MCI or NMC. And eligibility certificate now is NEET result itself. So if the student is willing to come back after step 2, then it is mandatory for them to write NEET. All right. If they have not given NEET, then it is mandatory for them to complete their step 3 residency in US. And it is always beneficial because it is very difficult to get seat for the PG in medicine in India. There are 130,000 applications every year and there are only 13,000 seats. So only 10% students are getting admission for the PG. So it is always advisable for the student, if they are going or they are selecting this route, better they go and complete their residency, that is PG in USA, and take a license as a physician in US. Yes, any other question?
Sir, NEET or next, what are the difference? Like previously it was said that next examination has to be given after he returned back to India after completion of MBBS. So which one is
actually
like
yes, I got your question. Yeah. NEET is like the examination which you eligibility. Okay. So national examination eligibility, all right, eligibility examination. All right. So this is a national eligibility examination test. That means you are getting eligibility. Prior to NEET, there was an eligibility certificate which was issued by the MCI. Okay, now no more student required eligibility certificate if they pass their NEET examination. But after completion of their course from this country, if student is willing to come back, means like only bachelor's degree if they completed and they are willing to come back from any of the country, maybe Russia, China, Philippines, or any of the country. So if they are willing to come back to India, they need to write next. Before it was FMG, Foreign Medical Graduate Examination. All right. So now here it is a next national exit test. All right. So only name is changed, but this is only nothing but a screening test. So student need to pass this screening test to practice in India. So both are different. NEET is different. Next is different. NEET is prior enrolling to the medical school, and next is after completion of your MBBS program from foreign medical school. All right. To practice back in India.
And if student gives NEET before admission and enroll there, went there for the MBBS, and when once he want to return back, then he again have to give NEET, or it is fine that he has given the previous NEET?
No. See, in the beginning only NEET is required. That is the entrance test. All right. So post completion of MBBS, NEET is not required. He has to write next. All right. Now, if the student is willing to enroll for the PG program in India, so he has to write PG NEET. All right. After completion of the PG, if student is willing to go for the super specialization, so there is a super specialization NEET. All right. So NEET exam is like, for 3 NEET exams are there. One is like UG NEET, then PG NEET, and then super specialty NEET.
Okay. Clear. And sir, I just want to know about the scholarships. When can a student give his scholarship test, like before enrollment, or
30th of July, we declare the date as of now for first batch.
Student has to get first offer letter, right?
Yes, student must have offer letter in hand. Then only they can write this scholarship test, but it is not a last scholarship test for this session. We'll arrange again by the end of August. All right, for next session, and next session will start in the month of September.
Clear.
Yes. Any other question, please? नौशाद जी, आपको कुछ पूछना है? आपके काउंसलर्स का कोई सवाल है, कोई क्वेश्चन है?
Yes, sir. My counselors have one question. Do students allowed to work part-time over there?
See, students are allowed to work, but it is very difficult for students getting time. If they are a medical student, we don't recommend to work part-time because students are fully engaged. They need to study and study only, because the program duration is very short, it's 4.5 years. So in 2.5 years, they need to work hard, they need to prove, because the passing percentage is 70. So students don't get time to do anything apart from study. All right, so it is not recommendable to work there, even though residency permit like schedule allows student to work.
Okay.
Yes, any other question, please?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
For this test, scholarship test, how many marks you said for physics, chemistry, and biology?
Total 60 marks, 30 for biology, 15 for physics, and 15 for chemistry. 1 hour test, 60 marks.
Okay, 1 hour test, huh?
Yeah. 60 minutes, 60 marks. Yes. Anything else?
Sir, the scholarship.
Sorry.
Please proceed.
Where can we where can a student give this scholarship test? At
online, from their home or maybe from the center.
Okay.
It is online now. Before we were arranging in the center nearby offices, but now because of pandemic, we are since last 2 years we conduct this test online.
Okay. Sure.
So this 23,000 scholarship, is it like in 1 year or 2 years, or it has been divided into like 4 years?
Actually, see, 13,000 is the initial scholarship, and then other scholarships are there based on the performance of the student. And this scholarship amount will be deducted from the last year tuition fee of the student. So whenever student go to the 4th year, means total tuition fee, so they will deduct entire amount from the total tuition fee. So last year tuition fee, from last year tuition fees, they will deduct the amount.
Okay. But last year tuition fee, I think, is 13,000. If by any chance any student he gets more than 13,000, for example.
No, see,
So then in like
this
third.
13, this 13,000 they will deduct from the last year tuition fee. All right. So if there is a performance of the good performance of the student during the basic sciences or SGA, then immediately next semester student can get that amount. All right.
Okay.
And if there is a good performance in the USMLE, and if they are eligible for the exceptional scholarship award, then they will get immediately. All right, because this will be conducted, yeah, at the end.
Okay. So the test what we are conducting, yeah, the test what we are conducting, now, and the scholarship, if they are passing, getting 90% and they're getting 13,000, so that benefit they will get in the last year.
Yeah, that will be adjusted in the fee amount of the last means like fourth installment, whatever they will pay.
Okay, got it.
Anything else? Any question, Pandey sir? Sir, please unmute yourself.
Question from my side.
Okay. So Naushad ji, और किसी को पूछना है, कोई question है?
Yeah.
Yes,
Can student get a bank loan for this?
Yes. 100% bank loan is available, and many of the students they got a bank loan from even SBI and Citibank. So bank loan is available, and also student get moratorium period. That is like after completion of the program, student can make a repayment of the loan.
Okay. And I just want a guidance for marketing of this. So should we market for like 12 appearance student now?
You can market like the student, those are studying in 11th, studying in 12th, and the most like say important student for us, the student, those are appearing for the NEET. So NEET classes, you need to target. If you are getting data from NEET classes, yeah, that is fruitful, that is useful for us. Yes, anybody is having any question? Rupali madam, Balal sir.
Hi sir, kahin nahi.
Thakkar madam.
No sir.
No.
Okay. So I hope we cover everything, and if you have any question in future,